It's time now for Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on its late Wednesday, August 31st, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and here late at 11 o'clock news and on our top story. The 11th hour is Donald Trump flew the nation and he constantly berated during his campaign to meet President Enrique Peña Nieto and said they discussed it while Trump was bad the bill on the U.S. southern border, but did not demand that Mexico pay for it. Brasilia. President Dilma Rousseff was stripped from office on Wednesday in a culmination of a political crisis that had Latin America's largest nation to drip for the economy and a deep recession and public shopping devoured of the country. Anchorage. Two investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are expected to arrive later today at the scene of a mid-air collision in the west of Alaska that claimed the lives of 5 people. Workers boarded up the windows of the store to handle as Hurricane Madeline and approached the breaking on today as the National Weather Service has issued its hurricane warning for the island and as a weakening Madeline approach to the southern portion. The Supreme Court will not allow North Carolina to come in election to the use of strict voting law that the lower court had found was enacted with an almost surgical precision and reflected the influence of the African American voters. Latter-day Swamp, Botswana. Scanning Botswana's remote Latter-day Swamp from the low farm Chopper Elephant Ecology Trace can hide the anxiety and dread disease what we've seen too many times. Libreville, Gabon. Gabon's president is not only won his re-election, election officials said was he keeping a family dynasty in the soil which South African country reaches back to the 1960s as Gabon president re-elected the buildings are loaded and burned. Santa Clara, Cuba. The first commercial flight between the United States and Cuba in more than half a century landed in the central city of Santa Clara on Wednesday morning. Resumption of regular air service there, but at the height of the Cold War. An 11-year-old boy is suffering from potentially life-threatening injuries after being shot in the face inside an Everton, Massachusetts home Wednesday afternoon, Plymouth County District Attorney Timothy Cruz said during a press conference. Augusta, Maine, Paul R. Plates, battled Republican Governor Maine declared on Wednesday that he would not step down despite widespread criticism over a profane threat and justification about drugs and race that prompted him to hint a resignation. Parents that have murdered a New York jogger are broken as desperate for killer's arrest. 2 billions of Elon Musk and Empire facing financial questions that an entrepreneur seeks to combine that are 2 companies brought a controversial acquisition. 3 vessels belonging to Hanjin Shipping Company, the distressed South Korean container shipping company, were surrendered off the U.S. Mike Andrews, President of McDonald's Company, Rachel's U.S. division, a key figure at the forefront of the chain's investment turnaround. In the past 18 months, has returned at the end of the year. The company said on Wednesday. August since this point of the market died, and in the last 12 years, it is usually followed by substantial revisions. Scientists from a newly exposed released snow cover outcropping of Greenland claimed that they have discovered the oldest fossils ever seen. The remnants of remarkable mats that lived about 3.7 billion years ago. A spectacular wing and fire solar eclipse of the darkness skies of Africa early Thursday morning, and people everywhere in the world could watch the event live during the free webcast by the Slow Community Observatory. Mountain lions and living in Greater Los Angeles could be at risk of extinction within the next 58 years if the population remains isolated by freeways and other forms of development. UCLA and National Park Service wildlife ecologists are warning. A cat looked like the eyes of as Rickard Peterson challenged in the silent and the duel as Mark Whitten and his painted a small advertised Peterson with the wingspan just on a meter found in Canada. Singapore has outbreak in Zika's words of the fact. And U.S. health officials say they are worried of Singapore City staying about 2/3 of the size of Washington, D.C. More and more people have died from mixing strong painkillers with tranquilizers with the Botanics. Leading federal health officials have strengthened the warnings against doing so. An experimental drug dramatically reduced the toxic effects found in the brains of patients with Alzheimer's disease, a team reported in Journal Nature. Marijuana use on any rise in the U.S. and one reason it may be that the people perceive the drug as less harmful than people did in the past, according to new research. Washington. Hillary Clinton is currently just a 2-point national lead over the Donald Trump according to a new poll on far narrower margin than most of the survey show. General Alaska, the chairman of the Alaska Republican Party, has suggested that the November election be held at the St. Ass district where ballot issues during the primary public question about the election results. For decades, Elder Levin Yoel of the Bible Church of U.S. has voted Republicans believe that there will be conservative policies are good for the traditional family values and the economy. Donald Trump Michelle is a path to victory, but it's a tough one, USA LA Times poll shows. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump spoke at a campaign rally at Xfinity Center Xfinity Arena event on August 3rd, 2016 in Washington State. Alright, look at that, some local news. The police in Shirley, Massachusetts stepped up patrols after a woman reported she was approached by a man in the bed while she was murdered alone. Shirley Police Chief Thomas Scudder told the Boston Globe that the woman called police around 10 a.m. on Tuesday. She said, pulled up next to her, asked her if she wanted some water. Golden said it's wanted to keep residents informed without causing panic. However, what was thought to be a done deal to turn an empty old hotel downtown condos is dead. Foxborough Celebrity had voted to extend the curfew for the September 14th Bruce Springsteen concert at Gillette Stadium at 11:30 p.m. Foxborough, the Orpheum Theater in the Miami for sale, but time playing. Planner Page Duncan hopes that it will continue the theatrical space for plays and movies. And now look at it. New England alert report at 11:05 p.m. Nope. Let's move it on to the traffic and tourism report at 11:05 p.m. Let's start off on the MBTA, where on the subway system, it's looking good on the MBTA subway system. On the commuter rail, looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, look at that, the highways and byways of the 6-state New England region on this. Late when that. Take a look at Connecticut. Mary Parkway to the north back of the 7th stretch, 95 south back of the bridge stretch, 95 south back of the North Sabre stretch, 95 on both ends of the brother George Washington Bridge into the Bronx, Long Expressway west back of the Queens, Belt Parkway east back after the JFK Airport, Belt Parkway west back of the Brooklyn stretch, 278 to the west back sold before Venezuela's Bridge, 278 to the west back of the Bronx stretch, 95 on the south back of the Bridgeport stretch. Route 9 eastbound side, it is a little slow on the southbound side of Route 9 around Haddam. Out in western Massachusetts, Mass Bank Exchange with I-9 with a Chicopee, it's a little slow. New York State 3 eastbound side back up between 890 and 87 in the Schenectady Colony stretch headed towards Albany. How is it both up? Central Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Looking good. 120 southbound side, it is backed up around the Lexington and Needham stretches. Mass Savage Expressway southbound side, it is backed up around the Dorchester stretch. Mass Bank eastbound side, backed up from Logan Airport of Boston all the way after the Pooh Tunnel. Mass Bank to the westbound side, back around at the Logan Airport. Route 1 and southbound side, back around Route 60 degrees. Route 60 out in River, Massachusetts. 45 and southbound side, it is backed up around Route 93 Locks. 93 the northbound side, back with the 30 New Hampshire. 93 on both ends back to Atlanta stretch. Smaller turn by the southbound side, headed towards Rochester, New Hampshire. It's a little slow. Farmersburg westbound side, also around 295 up in Maine. Southport connector around the main mall and the main turnpike, it's a little slow. And 295 is back to around the Falmouth stretch up in Maine. And 87 the southbound side, a little slow around Route 11 in Plattsburgh, New York. And New York State 3 is looking from New York down to the Pennsylvania border. And 81 the southbound side is back to around the coast of New York. Computer Channel News Hubs now will love away on this late Wednesday night, and it's time now for a traffic and 10 for weather report and the latest on the tropics. Latest on Gaston, settle location 36.0 to the north, 45.4 to the west. Fastest staying winds are 105 miles an hour. Moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. And the latest public advisory shows tropical conditions possible over the west of the central Azores on Friday. Tropical warmth effect from forests and cover the western Azores, Fayal, Pico, Grassocia, South George, and Tercera, and then the central Azores that tropical warmth means that tropical conditions are possible within the water during within 48 hours. For information specific area, please monitor the product station by National Meteorological Service at 11 p.m. Later certain time. The center Hurricane Gaston was located to latitude about 36.0 to the north, latitude 45.5 to the west. And Gaston is moving toward the northeast near 20 miles an hour, turn toward the east northeast with increased forward speed expected during the next day. So, the forecast track. The center of the Gaston will move to the west of the central Azores on Friday. Maximum same was at May noon, 105 miles an hour with higher gusts. Waking in this forecast trend the next 40 hours. And Gaston is expected to lose hurricane intensity by early Friday before it reaches the Azores and the western Azores. Hurricane force winds at center hours up to 45 miles to 75 kilometers from the center, and drops to the force winds at center hours up to 1 to 75 miles. After the minute set pressure 97 millibar rated for 65 inches, and wind drops of conditions are possible western and central Azores on Friday. And the night is on 8. Torrent direction, settle location 36.7 the north, 7.1 in the west. Past the day was at 30 miles an hour, moving east southeast at 18 miles an hour. And latest on 8, it's temperature likely becoming an extra tropical in about a day, and no coast watch warning is affected at 11 p.m. The center of developed depression 8 was located due to latitude 236.7 to north, latitude 7.1 to the west. Temperature moving toward the east northeast 18 miles an hour, and the system should accelerate toward the same direction for the next 36 hours. The maximum stay was under 30 miles an hour with hour gust. Some evidence forecast of the next day, so the system will become an extra tropical cyclone in about a day. Estimated minimum pressure is 1,010 millibars at 20.83 inches. And the latest on Tropical Storm Hermine is now 60 mile per hour winds with a moment northeast at 10 miles an hour. So location 25.8 to the north, 87.0 to the west. And Hermine continues to trade by the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane warning issued for portion of the northwestern Florida. A hurricane warning has been issued for the Suwannee River westward to the Mexico Beach, Florida. The tropics of the west have been extended from outbound South Georgia northward to the South Central River in South Carolina. A hurricane warning is in effect from Suwannee River to the Mexico Beach. Hurricane watch in effect from Atlantic River to the Suwannee River and west of the Mexico Beach and Destin. The tropical warning is in effect for Atlantic River to the Suwannee River and west of Mexico Beach and Destin. The tropical warning is in effect from Marineland, Florida to the South Central River and traces along the United States East Coast elsewhere in the Carolinas should monitor the progress of the system. So information specific to your area, please go to possible inland watch and water, please monitor products issued by a local national weather service forecast office at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The center of tropical storm Hermine was located in the latitude 225.8 to the north, latitude 87.0 to the west. Hermine is moving toward the northeast near 10 miles an hour. This motion with an increase in the forward speed is expected to continue by Thursday. The forecast strength the center will be near the coast of the water there Thursday night, and reported air recent report from NOAA and Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that back to the state winds are increased to 60 miles an hour with higher gusts. Under turn in this forecast to the next 24 to 36 hours. Hermine is expected to be a hurricane by the time landfall occurs. Tropical storm force winds at hours up to 125 miles from the center. The minimum set pressure reported by the Air Force Reserve Hurricane aircraft is 99 millibars with 29.47 inches. And wind, hurricane conditions are expected to reach the coast within the water beginning Thursday night, and winds are expected for the first week to develop some strength by Thursday afternoon, making it have preparation difficult and dangerous, and preparation to protect life and probably should be rushed to the completion trust with the conditions are possible by the tropical storm watch by Friday. Storm surge, the combination of the dangerous storm surge and the tidal water will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters and moving inland from the shore. There's a danger of light threatening and direction in the next 36 hours along the Gulf Coast of the Florida from Africa to Indian Pass. Persons located within these areas should take all necessary action to protect life and property from rising water. Properly, following instructions included evacuation orders from local officials. The water could be reached to the fall night. Granted, the peak surge occurs at a time high tide. Destin and Indian Pass 1 to 3 feet. Indian Pass to Chashahuaca 4 to 7 feet. Chashahuaca to Arapaca 2 to 4 feet. Arapaca Bonita Beach going to Tampa Bay 1 to 3 feet. And Florida Georgia Line to Cape Fear 1 to 3 feet. Rainfall. Hermine is expected to produce total rainfall amounts of 5 to 10 inches on the portion in the northwest part of that. Friday, the Vanessa maximum amounts of 28 inches possible. Rainfall totals of 48 expected across portions of the southeast United States from southeast Georgia to central to eastern South Carolina and eastern North Carolina, with local amounts of 10 inches possible for Saturday. The rains could cause light flooding and flooding, flash flooding, and tornado is possible overnight with the central Florida coast. The tornado risk will increase by Thursday and spread to the north Florida and southeast Georgia. Alright. And right area of low pressure is a circular tropical waves that's located over the far east Atlantic and a few hundred miles west of the Cabo Verde Islands. And the wave is expected to be an environment of very dry area during the next few days, which should prevent significant development during the next time. And environmental conditions can come out a little more connected to soil development on Sunday and Monday when the wave is due to the Lesser Antilles. Formation chance for 40 hours. Low due to 30% and formation chance for 5 days. Low 30%. Alright, let's take a look at the radar, and it shows a couple of little lines of rain showers covering much of southeastern Massachusetts from Norfolk and northern Bristol and Plymouth counties, and stretching out in some west carrying around Medford and Woonsocket. A lot of rain showers around Warwick and a little line of rain showers around the Narragansett Bay around the Middletown and around Westport of Dartmouth. A lot of rain showers from Crown Peninsula, York Island, stretching off the Jersey Shore, and patchy rain showers northeast of the Newport, stretching at the sea. Patchy rain showers northwest of Leominster, Massachusetts. And these are light rain showers, but to the west of us, these are lines of showers and thunderstorms stretching from central Maine and stretching up in the northern New Hampshire and the north central Vermont and stretching up in the Adirondacks of New York State. And clusters of showers and thunderstorms stretching from south of Syracuse and south of Geneva and Rochester, New York. Alright, let's take a look at this hazardous weather outlook first, because okay, take a look at this. Hazardous weather outlook. Showers of that at thunderstorms will look at rainfall possible tonight in the interior. And day 2 for 7 Thursday for Tuesday. Thursday, showers of acid thunderstorms will look at heavy rainfall is possible mainly along and east at Interstate 95 corner and troublesome breeze will be impacted 7 New England Sunday and the Monday with a rain wind front. However, there is a considerable uncertainty with the track and intensity of hurricane, which will be determined by to the extent of the impact for 7 in New England. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, chance of shower may after midnight, punch back after 40 miles. Clouds got about 6 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance of 30%, new pitch about between a 10 quarter that's possible. Thursday, chance of shower is possible at 3 p.m. Punch back before 10 a.m. was. Clouds got about 6 degrees. Light west wind, chance of 50%, new rain for miles between the 10 quarter that's possible thunderstorms for Thursday night. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. Clouds got during the early evening and gradual clear skies all the way around. 57 degrees, coming in up around 5 miles an hour night. Chance of 20%, Friday, slight chance of showers afternoon. We'll set sky about 77 degrees and north about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of is 20%. Friday night, podcast going about 54 degrees and northeast about 5 to 7 miles coming in midnight. Saturday, parts of the most coast about 55 degrees. Sunday, both set skies. What about 75 degrees? Sunday night, drop zone conditions are possible. Chance of showers, Monday, most coast go about 59 degrees and chance of 30%. Labor Day, chance of showers, both costs got about 67. Chance of 30%. Monday night, it's both costs got about 61 degrees. Tuesday, most of the sun podcast got about 80 to about 63 degrees. And for Wednesday, most of the sun got about 89 degrees. Currently, not near, it is 75 degrees and it's a light rain. Now, 72 degrees with a humidity of 92%. Light rain. And that's going to be for Beer Channel 11 o'clock news and it's late. Wednesday night, August 31st, 2016. Have a good night. Let a good party. To all. See you tomorrow morning on the morning part. Good night.